Hey everybody, it's Charlene. Today I'm sharing this adorable aquarium card I made, and we're going to look at the new Pink and Main release. We have here the June Pink and Main release, and I want to start off here by showing this super cute June mug stamp and die. Now, if you spend $50 at Pink and Main, you get the mug stamp free. If you spend $75, you get the dies free as well. That is only through June 28th, so don't miss out on that. This release is broken into two different sections. I feel like we've got kind of a beachy, oceanic, fish kind of section of the release, and then some fun, sweet treats. So let's dive into this portion. We have this really cute stamp set to start out. This set is called Flamillion, and you have this cute little piggy and some flamingos and lots of ocean and beach related things here. And then of course the coordinating dies. Now check out this aquarium set. How cute is this? You have these dies that you can create your own aquarium scene. And what's an aquarium without fish? Here you have the School of Fish dies that will pair really well with that aquarium, as well as with this adorable fish bag die set and this fish bowl die set. I love that these all go together and coordinate. Now we're moving towards the ocean side of things. So we've got whales and sharks and dolphins and octopus, all kinds of fun things. This is the ocean animals dies. And then there is this fun scenery set, the coral reef dies that coordinates really well. And then you have this lovely stencil, which is the ocean floor stencil. And you can build up a beautiful background with this. You have bubbles and fish and little grasses, rocks, great things to add to a background. Here we have some foilables. These are summer fun. You have all kinds of cute summery time sentiments and images that you can use with your cards. And these are the Stay Cool foilable panels. This one has a flip-flop and some florals, so some fun summery details on these. This one's super cute with the bubbles. You have the positive and the negative of the bubbles here, which would work great for any kind of ocean or water card, as would these awesome crazy waves foilables. There are some fun new solid toner sheets. These are in beachy colors, very pretty blended colors you can see here that would work well with lots of different cards. These are the foilables foil sheets, beachy backgrounds. You have all these fun different backgrounds that you can use on cards. And check out this beautiful paper pad. You guys look at all of those fun patterns. I can think of so many different cards I could use these on. This embossing folder is called Light Rays. This would look great with an ocean scene or with an aquarium. It would look like sun rays shining down. And we have some awesome sentiments that are going to coordinate really well with everything else. This one here is What Fish Say. Really cute things. I hope all your birthday fishes come true. You're fantastic. So many lovely sentiments here. And this one is called Ocean Life. Have a jolly good birthday. Sending you an ocean of thanks. So many different sentiments that could be used for a lot of different life events. I like that you could create your card and then wait until you're ready to send it out and pick something for whatever works best for your event. Now we have the sweet treats portion of the release, which you guys, I'm in love with this one. This is called Favorite Flavor. How cute are these little animal heads that are supposed to be ice cream scoops? Like, I can't even. It's adorable. There are coordinating dies, which is great. And keeping with that ice cream theme, we've got this adorable set here with a little mouse getting into all the different ice cream. Lots of fun little sayings on this too. Here you have the ice cream dies, aptly named. You have an ice cream cone, ice cream sundae, as well as a swirl cone. Super cute. And this one stole my heart as well. Look how cute this is. This is an ice cream truck. So adorable. Has all the little things and just screams summer to me. This stencil here would pair really well with any of the sweet treat items. This is the topping stencil. You have sprinkles, stars, hearts, chips, all kinds of little different stenciled items that you can add to your ice cream. And these sentiments are great. Look, this is the Sweet Surprise stamp set. So wishing you every flavor of happy. You deserve the best. Happy birthday, sweet friend. You're the sprinkles on my sundae. So cute. Love them. And then, of course, these beautiful foilables that coordinate. We've got the Sprinkles reverse foilable panels as well as waffle cone. Last but not least, look at this gorgeous ombre foil. This is bright lakeside cheer foil. Isn't it beautiful with the yellows and greens and blues? Love that. And then these are great. They're kind of holographic. I don't know if it picks up real well on camera. These are sticky gems and they are called Galaxy and they're absolutely gorgeous. All right, that was a quick look at the release. Let's go ahead and make a card. I've decided to go with the Aquarium Dies and I've cut out all of the little accessory pieces on white cardstock. And we're going to do some alcohol marker coloring. I'm starting here with YG 1.6 and I'm going to run this right along the embossed line of the center of the leaves. I'm also going to go ahead and color the base of the stems as well as the base of the entire piece. Now I have some YG 1.4 and I'm going to run this right along those embossed lines where I put the 1.6 and help to blend those out. Next, I'm going to bring in some YG 1.2 and I'm going to bring this in all the areas where I haven't colored. This is going to help to blend everything out. Now I can repeat that whole process to get a really nice blend. And here is our finished leaf piece. So pretty. Our treasure chest cuts out into several different pieces that layer up. So this little piece right here is if you want to have a plain inside of your treasure chest. And then this piece is for if you want to put a little pile of gold. And that's what I'm going to do. I'll start with my front and side panel here. I've got some O4.6 and I'm going to run this along the embossed lines. Next, I'll blend that out with some O4.3 and then I will repeat the process again, bringing in the 4.6 and the 4.3. Doing it twice just really helps to blend everything together nicely. For this piece here, I'm going to use some YO 2.2, which is much lighter, and this is going to give kind of a gold look to the sides of our finished treasure chest. Now we could use this piece here, which is the inset part, but I'm going to go ahead and just color directly on the top of the treasure chest. And again, I'm going to bring back in here my O4.6 and go along the embossed lines and color in this embossed side detail. And then I'll come back in with the O4.3 and I'll repeat the process in order to really help everything blend out. For our little gold pile here, this is a little bit more tricky, but I'm going to come in with some YO 2.3 and I'm going to dot along the entire piece. I'm also going to use some YO 2.2 here to dot along the entire piece. And it's okay for those colors to be overlapping, that's good. It just helps to create some texture here and give the illusion of a gold pile. I'll bring in some YO 2.5 as well. I'm going to take my YO 2.3 here and run it along the edges to get rid of the white line. And now we can put together the treasure chest. I'm starting by putting a little bit of glue right behind the gold trim, and you'll place it right over where the embossed details are on the front of the treasure chest. Now I can add some glue to the inset area and add my two panels. Inset the first one, inset the second one. Now I can add my gold, so I'll put that right over and fit it right inside the treasure chest. And here is our cute little finished chest. For the 3 seashells here, I'm going to repeat the same type of process. I'll start first by using my darker color for the pink one, which is in RV 0.4, and I'm going to run that along those embossed lines of the die cut. Then I'll use my lighter color, which is RV 0.2, and go over everything. For the second shell, I'm going to use some OR 1.3 and 1.2. And again, I'll do that process twice. Lastly, I'll use the BG 2.1 and BG 2.3, and that will finish off my shells. For the net, I'm going to color the entire thing in with some B 2.0, which is a very, very light blue, and I'm not going to add any shading to the net. For the handle portion, I'm going to use some CG1. And you can see there's a small layering piece that goes over the top of the handle there, and I'm going to do that in some CG3. And I actually changed my mind and decided to bring in some CG5 on that piece. So now I can glue together my net. I'll just add some glue here around the edge, place that right over the top of the net, add some glue to the back of the handle piece, and add that right over the top as well. For my rocks, I've brought in some warm grays here. I've got some WG1, WG3, and WG5. And I went ahead and I just colored those in the same way that I did the rest of the pieces. For my actual aquarium piece here, I'm going to use some marine ink. So I'm going to come in really lightly with this marine, just going up onto the cardstock from the edge. Now I can cut it out with the die and go around the edges a little bit just to darken those up. You do that just by adding a little bit of ink to your brush and then flicking it over the edge of the paper. I've cut out the top and bottom railing for the aquarium, and I'm going to run some 07.8 right along the detail line, and then I'll use 07.7 to blend it out. I'll repeat the process, and then I'll do the same thing here for the second railing. I have a piece of scrap cardstock. It's cut to the same size as the aquarium, and I'm going to use this die here to create my sandbar. I don't want my sand to be too tall, otherwise it'll take up a large portion of the aquarium. I'm going to ink blend this with a really light brown and go along the edges as well. And now I'm back here with my WG3. I'm going to add a few dots here and there to mimic sand grains, and I'll also bring in some WG1. So now we can put together our aquarium. I'll start with the railings. I'll just add some glue all the way along the back of the railing and place this right along the edge of the aquarium. Next, I'll glue my sand right along the bottom of the aquarium. I'm going to take it all the way to the edge there. You could take it up higher if you wanted to. For my bottom piece here, I'm going to add the glue along the edge of my sand, just because I want to make sure this lays right over the edge of that sand, and press this down on here. Now I have everything laid out how I want it to be. I'm going to do some reverse gluing here, which is essentially where you lay everything out and you just pick things up from the top going down and glue them where you would like them positioned. So since there's nothing on top of this seashell, I'm going to go ahead and pick it up, add some glue, and I can go ahead and glue it down on there. And I'll repeat that same process with the other two shells. For my plants, I'm going to go ahead and take the topmost piece here, which is the rock, and I'm going to glue that to the plant, and then I can pick up that entire piece and glue the entire thing down. Now I can add in my two little side rocks here, and now our treasure chest. I'll add some glue to the back of this and press this down. Here is our cute little aquarium, but we need some fishes to live in here. So I'm going to use these smaller school of fish dies here. I'm going to cut out a couple of these in white cardstock, and then I'll just color them in different colors of alcohol ink marker. My first little fish here, I'm going to color with some V2.4 and go around the edges with some V2.6. For this fish here, I've got some B2.4 and B2.6. And for my last fish here, I have some OR 1.3 and OR 1.6. I'm going to stick with 3 of the fish, and I'm going to color in their eyes here with some Copic Black Multiliner. It's 0.05. And I'm just going to hold my fish in place with my tweezers so it doesn't move around on me to make that a little bit easier on myself. I went back and forth about whether to put foam squares behind the fish. I finally decided against it, but I think it would look nice either way. So I'm just going to glue these guys directly to the aquarium here, kind of in a triangle formation. For our background, I'm going to use the ocean floor stencil. Even though this isn't an ocean scene, it coordinates really well. I'm going to use these bubbles. So I'll just tape off the fish up here and tape along the bottom so I don't get any extra ink where I don't want it. And I'll bring a slightly darker blue in here, some cadet, in order to color the bubbles. Now I can go ahead and take off my stencil. Look how cool those bubbles look. Love it. Our aquarium's going to be popped up kind of in the center here, so I just wanted to figure out where I'm going to place my sentiment. Using a sentiment from the What Fish Say stamp set. It says, "Have a fantastic birthday," and I'm going to stamp it right along the bottom there of my card panel. I have some VersaFine Clear ink here in Nocturne, and I'm going to bring it down and just lightly press, and then I can lift this up. Oh, looks so good. I've added some foam tape here to the back of my aquarium, so I'll get this nice and centered down on my card, and I want the bubbles to show all the way around, so I'm trying to get it centered so that happens. Think that looks pretty good. Now I can glue my completed card panel to my card base here, just adding some liquid glue all the way along the back, and I'll line that up corner to corner. Next, I'll add in here some Galaxy iridescent gems. Love this. Here is the finished card. Look how cute it is with all of those little fish. All right, guys, I hope you picked up some tips and tricks today. Please be sure to like and subscribe, as well as hit that notification bell so that I can continue to bring you more crafty content in the future. Until next time, happy crafting.